everyone. My name is Anya, and today I am back to talk a bit about certain aspects of the Vril energies, how important it is not to get into a negative state of mind, as well as the rune Wunjo. And I also would like to talk about the Muc Word again. I know I mentioned it before, but I just want to explain later on how much of a healing plant that is. And as well as with the Aronia berry. But I will start with the Vril for now. And why it is so important, to not be in doom and gloom. So, as I explained before, Vril can be used to create a wondrous force known as the personal magnetism that allows the Vril to attract and influence, dominate, or control others. Because I talked about magnetism before a bit, right? And this is a lot going on here. So that's why I wanted to get into that again a bit. So we know throughout history, like all kind of individuals seem to have the strange, mysterious power, right? That allows them to attract or influence others. So both as like just individuals or on a larger scale. And up to this day, especially these days, so in some cases, such people received instructions from occult teachers, and on the other hand, others, they stumbled upon the existence of these powers in themselves that they have. They just found them themselves without knowing what it is. But mostly certain people received instruction. So, and we actually see this every day around us. And and some might even know without what it is that there is this beautiful force, right? But yet this powerful and unique force to influence others is poorly understood or misused. But the existence, it's really easily felt. So there are individuals who possess them in the form of a mental force or an overloaded personality, influences or exercises control by attracting, controlling, dominating, or influencing others, right? So does that mean that only certain people have personal magnetism and that the rest of humanity has no magnetism? No, this is not correct. The truth is that each individual has a certain degree of personal magnetism and that everyone can increase and strengthen this power through knowledge and practice. And again, the practice. So, and this personal magnetism is your supply of luck, So imagine the overloaded kind of real energy. So, and like I said, everyone has some degree of personal magnetism, maybe a significant degree. And this one manifests itself what we know as the aura, okay? So even the most repulsive people actually show a high level of personal magnetism, but in a negative form that keeps people away from us, when you have that. And in the same way that other people attract, that's the same. The one push them away, the other attract them. Just like magnets, like magnets can do both, repel and attract. So in this energy field affects the mind of others who fall under the influence, and this personal energy field varies greatly in strength, extent, and general character between different individuals. So the average person has only a weak personal field, energy field, that stretches a short distance on all sides, while the strong characters are surrounded by a large personal energy field of great strength, especially when they are excited by strong emotions, feeling or desire. And the personal energy field of these strong individuals usually spans long distances from this person to other person, and it's quite saturated with a strong dynamic magnetism that has a strong impact on those who fall within this sphere of influence. Sorry, I can't talk. So now you know where I'm going with this, right? So, but how can we filter these negative influences? And why do they get to us? That's the question we have to ask. So here's the thing. We radiate what we feel, what we think, and especially what we are obsessed with, and influence the people around us through the personal energy or the real field, the aura that surrounds us. So this applies to people with a weak energy field. And I don't mean that in any way like, oh, you're weak, you have a low energy field. This is not what I'm talking about. And I'm getting into this, how you can build this up. So don't take that as an offense or something, please. So if your personal energy field is colored by good mood, brightness, and happiness, people that you come in contact with, they are affected by these attributes. So however, when you emit feelings of darkness, pessimism, and discouragement, fear, these sensations affect those others who come near you. So you need to understand that everyone, including those who have the weakest and most negative power, can develop their own magnetism. Okay, you need to understand this. So you can transform yourself. Anyone with sufficient will, perseverance, and determination can learn to get access to it. Okay, so you then can become a channel of a huge magnetic force. So however, this requires, again, determination, constant practice, until you reach a certain stage, and until you have that will. And this is what I said from the beginning when we started, just to breathe or to relax. It really, you need to keep going. You cannot just like, oh, today I do a little breathing exercise, tomorrow I maybe practice a bit, on that. No, you really need to stay on top. But most of all, remember, your state of mind, determination, and will are very important. So, and your success depends on whether you strike a balance between your physical and mental conditioning. So let me explain. Mental magnetism flows from your mental state, right? Ta-da! So how you think, feel, and respond to the world around you. And while your physical magnetism flows from the way you wear yourself, your appearance, the expression on your face, that I sometimes can't control because sometimes my face speaks what I don't want to say. So, or the way you walk, or how you hold yourself, So, and some people have more mental magnetism while others have more physical magnetism. So, but individual who really manifests the highest level of personal magnetism is the one who develops along both poles of activity, both phases of magnetism, with both, I mean physically and mentally, the balance, right? So, and you can say that your mind generates thought waves and then projects them beyond the brain limits into your real energy, into your aura or your life energy field. So, and if necessary, even beyond your personal energy field. So, and accompanied by the physical magnetism generated by the other pole of magnetic activity, this mental magnetism has a strong impact on other people who get into the field of action of those thought waves. So in order for these thought waves to manifest themselves sufficiently to achieve clear results, they need a good supply of physical magnetism. That's fact. So you need to use your mental powers not only to influence others around you, but also to transform yourself. So, and this means that you act, speak, and behave in a way that others are physically attracted to you. So your emotional state assumes your emotional state. I don't know if I'm making sense. So, and this is transmitted through your physical behavior. And this physical appearance will be one of joy and harmony with the world around you, which will manifest itself as a breath of self-confidence and kindness. So, and with this physical appearance, I don't mean like, this catalog beauty. I mean, with this, you will shine from the inside out, to make it simple. So, and for this, I picked Wunjo. You have to become, or you have to get into a state of Wunjo, the harmonious joy. Knowing that you have the strength to use the Vril and use it to transform your reality into one of your choice, create, it's your choice, and you should create a state of mind of happiness, hope, and the highest confidence, that vibrates in your life and creates a field for all of those who come into contact with you, to resonate with you. Nice kind of state of mind. So, and as soon as you have reached the state of being, you have already taken the first step to influence the reality around you without conscious effort on your part. So, and again, if your state of mind is marked by gloom, depression, and lack of self-confidence, the vibrations are dark or depressive character that, that will resonance with others around you. What I'm saying is you will attract other dark people, depressed characters, and they will resonate with you when they come in contact with you. And then, I talked about this, other talked about this before. You should attract people that are on a level with you, or that can uplift you, and not that pull you back down again. So, because if you're always gloom and doom, then your dark state of mind will manifest itself through the creation you know, like a somber existence in the Midgard realm. So, and we don't want that anymore, right? We don't want this anymore. We don't. So, and yeah, and this is why Wunjo is a really beautiful rune for these times. So in Wunjo, all forces come together to form a whole. So it is the peace rune. Friendship and love are strengthened with the power of Wunjo. And your energy is harmonious. It creates peace with Wunjo. So, and the harmonious powers of Wunjo are not limited, you know, to like domestic peace at home, because, you know, that's what we all think mostly of, with my partner, with my family or something. No, because Wunjo makes no distinction between origin, family, and not even national ties. It doesn't matter. It crosses national borders, and it unites different clans with one another. You hear me? It crosses national borders and unites different clans with one another. So a rune like Wunjo is particularly important in today's world. So, yeah, and you can use Wunjo wherever there is a lack of peaceful coexistence. That shouldn't be too hard to find these days. So this can be at work, home, global. So, and the possibilities are unlimited, okay? So it is as if Wunjo would absorb all of the shattered energies, weave them together into cuddly soft coat, and then put it on any unrest, you know, like a healing balm. So calmness returns to minds, it calms down, and people feel comfortable and safe. So now, do not think that it's enough to wear the rune around your neck, you know, or to attach it to relevant places. No. It is like harnessing Vril, or healing with Vril, transforming with Vril, and so on. So this is not going to work. So it is important that you are at peace with yourself before Wunjo helps you unite other people. It makes sure that the magnetism works right, you understand? So in order to be at peace with yourself, you always have to work on yourself. So, and I mentioned that month ago, let go of everything that no longer suits you, that no longer belongs to you. And I know you probably think, yeah, what the F are you talking about? It's not that easy. No, it's not that easy. I'm still finding stuff where I thought I released it. It's daily work, you know, and I know that's why I say it, because I know it is hard, but it's important because it stops you and it brings you automatically back into this magnetism where you get involved with people that really shouldn't be there. So, because same with love, nothing will fall into your lap in regards to self-love. You need to take time for yourself. You need to pay attention to your needs and to your wishes, and forgive yourself for all, you know, what happened, and treat yourself lovingly. So be careful when you deal with yourself, but also with other beings. So because all ties are broken quickly if we're not careful in our choice of words, gestures, and actions. Okay, here we are with the magnetism again. So accept life as it is. I mean, I'm not saying, you know what I mean. Love and respect yourself and everyone around you. And then when you will be loyal to you. I'm not saying take shit from everyone. This is not what I'm saying here. And everyone who knows me knows I'm not that person either. So this is not about that. It's about loving yourself. And know that you are worth it. This is very important. So, and as a healing rune, Wunjo will help you for breathing disorders and or general pain relief. And like I said, and besides, it will help to cheer you up, you know, helps to cheer you up your soul and increases the zest for life. And yeah, it also promotes a little recovery by increasing your health awareness, which is a lack these days, you know, especially, yeah, when it comes to herbs or how we should treat our body. And I mean, I'm not saying that I never eat junk food or candies or chocolate, and I know I shouldn't, but it's about the amount, right? And that we go out, take a walk, go outside into the sunshine, inhale, exhale, you know what I mean. I said it so many times, and other people said the same thing. Doctors said the same thing. So I'm not a doctor, of course not. I talk about herbs, the things that I've learned, that I taught myself, and I just share my experience about the herbs that I had, right? So with these, with this said, I want to move on to the Muc Word. So, and they're about up to, you could say, 500 species of the wormwood, the Muc Word. So one is called the Muc Word, the other is called the wormwood, the rotwort, you know, that, I mean, I'm not gonna name them all. Plus I don't know them all. I'm not pretending. There are two kinds of Muc Word I like to use. So, and with this one, I'm saying the Latin name, so it's easier to find for you if you want to do some research yourself. It's the Artemisia Annua. And that's an annual plant that grows to a head-high bush in the summer. So, and the ingredients of the Artemisia Annua have been well researched. So, and to date, there are 245 different active ingredients that have been isolated and detected in one plant. So, and the best known ingredient in that plant is the artemisinin. I write it out on the video. And next to numerous anti-inflammatory polyphenols. So, and it was proven, the effectiveness of Artemisia Annua was proven against malaria worldwide. Just saying, many have been cured. And among the cured malaria patients, there were all those who were also suffering from AIDS. And in many cases, this was improved or cured even as well. So, and by now there is clear evidence that Artemisia is antibacterial, antiviral, and able to fight viruses, especially in the early stages of illness. So even with skin cancer, so patients that had white skin cancer or conspicuous birthmark with Artemisia cream, or they took the powder, the spots fell off. So far that the dermatologist could no longer find it. So, and with my experience, you can, it can be successfully used for flus or colds. So if you drink plenty of Artemisia. At the first signs of a flu or cold, there's a good chance that you will feel perfectly healthy the next day. So you can either do the tea or the tincture or the powder. With the powder, of course, you need the supplies to grind it to the powder, and you need the capsules in a capsule maker, right? Or you can just use the powder and stir it in water. That works fine too. Yeah, I would love to make capsules again, but I don't have the supply and I can't afford them either, so tea it is. So, where was I? Oh yeah, it also has the ingredients, of course, the essential oil with the main component, the Artemisia ketone. Then it got flavonoids, coumarin, menthol, thymol, and beta sitosterol. So and just saying, there is this organization that even had it in their list as essential medicine. That organization, Whiskey Oscar Hotel. So so that was in 1997. Yeah, it was on the list of essential medicines. It's about to be taken off. Guess why? So, and because also ever since then, I mean 1997, it was, they're trying to make a chemical copy of it, as with a lot of plants, but they're having issues with it. So, which is good. So, and you, like I said, you can use the powder, the tea, or the tinctures for a lot of things. For viral infections, bacterial infections, fever, flu, various types of cancer. Of course, go to a doctor with cancer, right? I'm not saying treat yourself here. I'm just giving my 2 cents. Like the ones that are just, if you have a birthmark, for example, you can try that out. Yeah, inflammation. It was, like I said, it was used for AIDS or for cold sores. You know, sometimes some people get those cold sores during flu, or that when they have, you know, a cold. So you can use it for that as well. Of course, you can use a salve. You can make yourself a salve for acne. For, I call them bum berries. Hemorrhoids, you can call them too. For skin infections, skin fungus. If you have too many bites from mosquitoes, you can put it helps to release the itching sensation, which I can confirm, I did it myself. Or even have you have an open wound for warts. So yeah, that was about the mugwort. If you are lucky enough that it's growing around you, again, be careful not to pick the poisonous ones, because they all have, like I said, a sibling that looks the same, but just doesn't do the same. So you want to be experienced, you want to know what you do, you know. So yeah, I've seen a lot in when I went hiking with Jeremy, we saw a lot of Muc Word. I took one with me. So yeah, next, the Aronia berry. Rarely anyone knows about them. I have a bag of dried ones. If you're lucky to grow them, it's very awesome. It's a bush, and they don't need really a lot of attention. Absolutely not. They're very resistant. They don't even require pesticides, so don't let anyone tell you they need them. They don't. So and again, like the Mugwort, they have a high content of polyphenols and also flavonoids, carotenoids, vitamin C, lots of vitamin C. So, but what are polyphenols? Maybe I should explain that. So, like I said, Aronia and the Artemisia Annua have them. So, and Aronia has more than any other berry node. So, and polyphenols, they're like anti-inflammatory, and they eliminate the harmful free radicals in our bodies, and which are jointly responsible for numerous serious diseases, and which also promote the aging process as well. So, and for this reason, the effect of the polyphenols in the body are not limited to one organ, as with a drug, you know, that you take, like medicine, I mean, that kind of drug. So, like natural, they spread everywhere. And if you take medicine, it just, oh, that one is for your liver, that one is for your kidney, but while you take that one for your kidney, it might harm your liver, and I better stop. So, and like I said, these substances I just named, they have several positive effects on different organs at the same time, pretty much. And Aronia berry has a lot of water, of course. It got glucose and fructose, and it has every vitamin except B12 and D. I mean, we know where we get D. And there are also some fruits, of course, you know, that help you with vitamin C as well. Yeah, so it has a lot of vitamin C and vitamin K, but it does not have B12 and D. You can get that out in the sunshine. So it also even has a little bit of protein, so folic acid as well, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, iodine, copper, magnesium, zinc, iron in a berry. Imagine that, huh? So, yeah, in general, you can take the berry if you have even, you know, varicose veins, swollen. It helps you with high cholesterol, arthritis, gout, rheumatism, allergies, asthma, prevent strokes, Alzheimer, Parkinson's, depressions, burnout, poor eyesight, helps your collagen build up. It can be used against rashes, for the girls if you have irregular period or cramps, if you can't concentrate, if you fatigue, forgetfulness. It improves blood circulation, skin inflammation, helps with gallstone, diabetes, urinary tracts, thyroid diseases, inflammation of the stomach. I'm running out. There's so much more. So yeah, this is what this can do for you. But of course not if you just eat a bowl of berries, right? You need to continuously do that. And if you take whatever you do, whatever herbal supplement you take, never take it longer than 6 weeks. Take a break of 2 weeks. I do sometimes 3 weeks, and then start again. But usually after 6 weeks, the symptoms should be gone. And if not, you need to see a doctor, please. So, and last, I wanted to bring in an oil as well. I don't think I've mentioned that yet. The bergamot tree. So, and that one is a citrus tree, and it grows mostly in subtropical areas. And the oil is extracted from the peel of the bergamot fruit. And most of you probably know that you find that also as a component in perfumes. But it really has a variety of healing effects as well, because since it kills pathogens, and it has a very relaxing effect at the same time. Really nice. And it smells nice. I like it. Just don't overdo it. I mean, some oils are a little strong, right? So don't overdo it. So, and you can put bergamot oil in your fragrance lamp or oil diffuser. You can put a little oil in for in your creams, in your body creams, or in your massage oils, or even put a few drops in your bathing water. So that's what I like to do with my oils. I always like to put a little in my bathing water, depending on what I have in mind. And what bergamot does for you, it's very anxiety relieving. It's antiseptic too, and antiviral. So very good as a diffuser in your room. It's very soothing and relaxing. It's antispasmodic when you cough. It's toning. It helps with your respiratory tract. And even for fever, when you have the chills or the flu or sore throat. So it can help you with all of that. So yeah, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can work with it. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just speaking about my personal experience. And they have been always good. So that doesn't mean I would not go see a doctor in hardcore cases, right? But we can combine it. It just when it gets to the point of where we are, where the pharmaceutical industry doesn't care. But there are still doctors out there that care, so don't forget that, right? Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope to hear some comments if you liked it or not. To the trolls out there, don't bother trying to argue with me or telling me I'm full of shit. I don't care. You can go back to your 33 where you came from. Thank you. So yeah, that was it. You have a good day, a good night, or a good morning wherever you are. And stay strong and brave and safe. And I see you all soon. Bye-bye.